Basement Secrets Unveiled. I always thought the late-night static on my old radio was just background noise, until last week, when the crackling pattern started to feel deliberate, almost like a coded language. I brushed it off until I noticed the static was only active when I was alone in the apartment, never when guests were over. Then, out of sheer curiosity, I recorded the sounds and ran them through a Morse code translator. The message was clear and repetitive: do not enter the basement. It was unsettling, but I told myself it was probably just a coincidence, some old transmission looping through ancient wires. Still, that warning lodged itself in my mind like a splinter. The next night, after hours of nervously pacing, I decided to ignore the paranoia and finally check the basement. My apartment building is a converted textile factory, and the basement is a maze of brick walls and rusted machinery, always damp, always cold. As soon as I stepped inside and closed the door behind me, the lock snicked shut on its own. That's when the radio static, now echoing from my phone speaker upstairs, abruptly shifted into something that sounded like human screaming, muffled by layers of static and distance. My breath caught in my throat, and I tried the door, but it wouldn't budge. I pressed my ear to the cold metal, heart pounding, as the screaming escalated, each shriek punctuated by bursts of Morse code. It wasn't long before my phone vibrated in my pocket, the screen lighting up with frantic notifications: "Get out now," repeated over and over, sent from my own number. I turned to see shadows shifting between the old machines, shapes that didn't quite match anything human. The air turned thick and electric, every hair on my body standing on end. There was no escape. The static and screaming fused into a single, deafening roar, and the shadows closed in tighter. In a final, desperate moment, I realized the messages weren't warnings to protect me, they were warnings from me. My own voice, distorted by whatever haunted this basement, trying to keep me from becoming just another echo in the static. Now, when someone tunes their radio late at night, they might hear my message, too.